This is our first chance to really let the game speak for itself, to put it in the hands of people and just say, have at it, go and play, and maybe you'll run across a stranger online. And it was really inspiring to see people's reactions. We were really, really thrilled. When we were taking the game around last year, we would try to describe the experimental goal of Journey, but it was difficult for people to really get it, and now that they can get their hands on it, I think they're having a different experience. It's hard to translate all of the email, especially some of the stuff that we got from the fans as a result of the beta, but the best feedback that we've had is that people had unique experiences, different, surprising reactions to playing with someone that they couldn't actually talk to, where their actions were speaking for them. When you hear that feedback, you think, all right, well, we're doing the right thing. So when we started Journey, we really wanted to ask ourselves, what would happen if we challenged our assumptions about online play? What are the things that people expect from an online game? Lobbies, chatting, guns. What if we took all that stuff away to create an experience where you were a little smaller, a little less powerful, but because of that, feeling small, maybe you would connect with someone else just a little bit more. What if we tried that? And the entire process has been about removing what's not necessary, taking away the things that we get used to when we get used to a genre, and then saying, this could be an online adventure where if you want to, you play by yourself, but if you feel like it, you can play with someone else. It's not really collaborative, it's not really competitive, but it is an online game, and really saying, what does that mean? What does it mean to you if you just don't know who that other player is? We actually found that people do want to express themselves to each other, so one of the first things that we experimented with was the call. When you run into another player, you want to be able to greet them. At first we had a bow, we had some other things in there, and eventually what we found is that players can actually express themselves quite well if you just give them a little bit of variation in the sound. So depending on how you press the button and how hard you press it and how fast you press it, you get different sounds that come out. And this has allowed players to be urgent with one another, like, come over here, or hey, check this out, I found this really cool thing. So we definitely have spent time thinking a lot about how that one piece of communication works. The biggest piece of feedback we got from the beta is that people really like using the tilt controller and the stick interchangeably. So we actually have added both types of control to the game, and we've gotten a lot of positive feedback from the fans that, sometimes when I'm chilling on the couch, I just want to use the thumbstick. So we're not sure whether it's going to stay in yet. You'll have to get the full game when it's done, but it's trending that way.
In terms of the beta, what were people granted access to? Where did they play within the game world?
They actually were given access to the first 3 levels of the game, not all of the content in those levels, and because it's in development, some of it will change, but we really wanted to give people an experience of traveling towards the mountain and understanding what it really felt like to both be alone and also play with someone else. So our biggest goal with the test was to get a lot of players online, playing with each other, and hear how it was. It's a little bit hard to discuss the story of Journey without adding spoilers, so we mostly leave that up to you. But we are telling it through a variety of environmental methods. Sometimes you'll find hidden things in the world that maybe speak to you. You might see a vision. Sometimes you'll find a broken down object, a ruin, some sort of architecture, you're not quite sure what it is. And our goal is that as you explore the world and uncover these pieces, you become more aware of who you are and why you're there and what's happening in the space. We've talked about Journey in the long term quite a bit, actually. When the buzz is past and this game is still downloadable 3 years from now, maybe 2 people will meet in an almost completely empty world, and that would be a really cool experience.